my name is Tori and I'm a Winnie the Pooh collector from the UK, and welcome to the birthday vlog. Today is Tuesday the 28th of October, which means tomorrow is my birthday, but I've got the day off work today and we're going out to do some little birthday bits, so I thought I'd take you along with me. So the plan is today we are going to head to Jimmy's Farm and Wildlife Park. It's literally just on the outskirts of Ipswich, so it's not too far away. At the weekend they opened some new exhibits for one tiger and 2 lions that they got from Chessington World of Adventure. They've been hinting at it for a while and I guessed correctly. I think they arrived last week, but they only went on show to the public at the weekend. So we're gonna go see them. I haven't been in like I think I last went on Easter weekend 2024. So I haven't been in a while. They've also got, I did see Diego the brown bear last time I was there, but they've now got a new brown bear. He's got a girlfriend now, so I need to go see her, and I love seeing the polar bears. So we're gonna go to, it's not a zoo, it's a wildlife park. They don't like using the term zoo. So we're gonna go there, have some fun. I pre-booked my tickets last night, so I didn't have to worry about doing all that, but I am just going to go into that's my little tip jar from work. Just gonna go in there and get a few pound coins out, because I believe animal food is £2 a box, because before you get into like the big animal section, there's like a petting zoo beforehand with like goats and capybaras and sheep, cows, all that fun stuff, you know, where you can feed. So obviously I'm going to buy some box of feed, and on the way there I'm just going to stop off at my friend's house because she left my wedding before the cake was cut, so I'm going to go deliver her a bit of cake and some cupcakes. So yeah, that's the plan for today. I just saw my reindeer poo and it reminded me, because I've got reindeer at Jimmy's farm, I need to get out my lion Pooh Bear, tiger Pooh Bear, brown bear Pooh Bear, polar bear Pooh Bear, and just check if I've got any other Pooh Bears that Jimmy's farm have in animal form, because I need to do that. I think these are all the ones I need. I forgot they have got zebras there, so I found zebra Pooh, lion Pooh, teeny tiny tiger Pooh, polar bear Pooh, brown bear Pooh, reindeer Pooh. And so I'm taking this Loungefly. Usually I'd take a tote bag to put all my plushies in, but I thought Salah could have this on his back with all my plushies in. So yeah, I think that's all the ones I need. If you've ever done the butterfly house at Chester Zoo, that is so much better than that one. I only saw like 4 or 5 butterflies and they're all the same type, whereas at the butterfly house at Chester Zoo they're like literally everywhere. But it was still fun, and I just realised I have a butterfly Pooh and a piglet and I got him out, I just didn't pack him. Missed opportunity. Right, we've just had our lunch. We had some dirty fries, also very expensive fries, and you can see where are they? Over there, 2 of the polar bears. It's the best I've ever seen them. Usually they just pop their head out and then go back into their hides, but all 3 of them are out today, which is really cool to see. And we're now on our way to find the tiger and lions. They're the new things that only arrived last week. And then we need to find the bears. I need to see Diego, and I need to see Diego's girlfriend. Can't remember her name. I think it begins with a B. But yeah, we need to find Diego and his girlfriend, and the tigers, and the lions. Right, we're now approaching the new bit. We think the tiger enclosure is over there. And there's a big group of people on the lookout point. Sorry I'm out of breath, it's been a long walk. You've had to come all the way around there. But there's a big group of people at the lookout point, which is always a good sign when you're at a zoo or somewhere like this. big group of people always means there's an animal there, so hopefully we get to see the new tiger. I forgot what her name is. I think it is a girl. Come from Chesington World of Adventure, along with the lions, and I think it's about 2:20. If I remember correctly, there's a tiger talk at 2:30. I got it wrong. Look at the... It's the lions. We've come to the lion enclosure. So I hope there's 2 lions. There's a boy and a girl. They have had babies together in the past, so I don't know if that's their plan here, to have more babies. But I thought this was the tiger enclosure. But we're at the lions. Okay, this is the enclosure we were just walking around, and so that's got the lion face on it. Can't see any lions in there. But over here, there's a picture of a tiger, and there's also 2 keepers over there looking at something. So hopefully we can actually see the new big cat. Got to see the tiger. I did hear her name, but I forgot it. Being so like a K or something. I'll leave it on the screen. She was pacing up and down her enclosure, but she is so beautiful. I love big cats. We didn't get to see the lions. There is a boy and a girl lion. I think I've already said that. The keepers did say something about them, but they weren't out. They're probably just sleeping, because lions do sleep a lot of the time. But we're now approaching the bear enclosure, my favourites. Hopefully I can see Diego and his girl, and I need to find the capybaras. I haven't seen the capybaras yet today, and they're one of my favourites. Okay, so over there's their indoor bit. This is like their little confined bit, and then they've got all of this forest. It goes further that way, but Salah thinks it's just a log, but I'll zoom in. Can you see that little clearing there? Let me zoom in. That little bit there, I don't know if that's... Okay, we've come to a different viewpoint. We were over there. Now I've come to a different point. Let me zoom in. He's just about there, but I'll zoom in for you. So there is a tree in the way. But there you go, there he is. That's Diego. He's having a little sleep. Okay, this is probably the best angle we're gonna get of Diego. I could just make out his face a minute ago, but I think he might have moved his head, because I could see like his nose and ears, but I think he's buried his head again. He's just kind of sleeping in like a little hole. But there he is. That's the best view we're gonna get of him today. At least I can say I saw him. I didn't know they had raccoons. I have a Winnie the Pooh raccoon. I just saw it up on the branch over there, but I have a Pooh Bear. Another missed opportunity. I did this as well when we went to London Zoo. I kept seeing animals and I was like, I have a Pooh Bear for that, I have a Pooh Bear for that. I need to do my homework better before I come to places, because missed opportunities. But it's quite interesting. We just arrived at the raccoons when the keeper was doing their talk, and they must be something new, because I've never seen them here before. But she just said that they don't have much close contact with those raccoons because they got rescued as pets. Someone in the UK was keeping, there was 2 of them in there, keeping them both as pets, and it is illegal even to keep raccoons as pets in the UK, so they got rescued here. And because if they were to escape their enclosure and come out here, they can survive in the UK, but because they'd be an invasive species, that's obviously not very good. So they try and avoid contact, because the raccoons are used to people because they grew up as pets. They want to be with people, and then if they open the door to go in to like do stuff with them, it's a more chance of them escaping and getting out. What's next to me? Oh, Mara's. Still trying to find the capybaras. Back home now. Salah is downstairs cooking dinner for all of us. I've just come upstairs to get into my pajamas. Needed to film a quick little birthday TikTok ready for tomorrow so I can get that posted, because I usually post my TikToks like midday. So yeah, I thought I'd just come on and just have a little sit down chat with you. I got to see all the animals I wanted to today at Jimmy's farm, except for the lions, and there was literally no sign of them in the enclosure, but the difference between like Jimmy's Farm and like a regular zoo is Jimmy's Farm does do, I feel like they hold a lot more respect and privacy for the animals. Their enclosures are much more as to like how the animal would like it and not necessarily how the like viewer would want it. So like with Diego's enclosure, for example, keep forgetting his girlfriend's name. I need to get into her. I know it begins with a B. His enclosure, it's all woodlandy. It's full of trees, full of bushes, so you can't get a good view of him, but it's how he would like it. We did technically see him. He was a bit sleepy. I'm surprised he wasn't inside, because it is like, brown bears don't technically hibernate. They go, oh, what's the word? I'll leave it here. It's like close to a hibernation. Like everything obviously slows down inside them and they go into like a deep sleep, but they're still like conscious enough for if something was to happen, they could defend themselves. That's the easiest way I think I can describe it. The only thing obviously we didn't see was the lions. I went onto a bit of a side rant there about Diego. I love Diego, if you can't tell. We didn't get to see the new lions. Lions sleep so much of the day. I can't remember what the actual statistic is. It is something like 16, 18 hours a day. It is a lot. So they were probably inside sleeping, and the thing is with Jimmy's Farm, for a lot of like their predators anyway, they're bigger animals, their inside bits are off site to public. So like with the polar bears, with Diego, with the new tiger, with the lions, you can only see their outdoor bits. So, which I think is good, because obviously I wouldn't want to be on public site all day. I wouldn't want the public seeing me while I'm sleeping. So I do like that Jimmy's Farm does do that. So I think both lions were inside because they have got a boy and a girl lion, as I think I said. But Jimmy's Farm is literally like a 20-minute drive away from me, so I can go again. We got into Jimmy's Farm at about 12 o'clock and the lion talk was at 12:30. I didn't think to hot foot it round there. I feel like if I'd have hot footed it round there for that point, I'd have had a better chance at seeing them, but I didn't. We got to see a little bit of the tiger talk and we got to see the new tiger, so that was good, but the lions were obviously a bit sleepy. So I got to have pictures of all of my Pooh Bears. I also did a little TikTok as well. You will be seeing that on my shorts tab as well. The only thing that didn't get to be featured was my lion Pooh Bear, but that's okay. We'll go back soon. Other than our very expensive loaded fries, didn't actually buy anything from Jimmy's Farm. But you know, on the way to the farm, I said I was stopping up at my friend's house because she had to leave the wedding early, so she didn't get a bit of cake. So I saved her 2 slices of cake for her and her partner, and then 2 cupcakes for her 2 kids. And she did tell me this when I saw her yesterday. She's having a clear out. She's got 2 little boys. She's having a clear out of their room, and she found some books she thought I might be interested in. So we did an exchange of books for cake. I think that's a pretty good exchange on either half, I think. So we have got Winnie the Pooh Tales of Friendship Treasury, and that's the 90 years edition, which is crazy. Next year is 100 years. Crazy. And the second book she gave me was Once Upon a Time, Winnie the Pooh, a Disney treasury of favourite nursery tales and rhymes. So thank you for those. I was literally telling her yesterday I have got my Winnie the Pooh library. It's behind the little trolley there, behind my little threads bag. That corner there is my Winnie the Pooh library. It has overflowed into my loungefly room. I've got a shelf in there with it, but the books in that room are more my special editions. I have like a centenary edition. I have the 1970s prints as well. They're like more of my collectible books. This one's more of like my, you know, everyday use library. That's like a museum in the other room. So I got some books. And then when I came home, sat on the table was a little parcel for me from my friend Brit. She is an annual pass holder at Disneyland Paris, and when she was on her last trip, just happened to be the weekend when they did a pin release, because if you don't know, Disneyland Paris has like a big calendar of pins that they drop every so often. Like the month beforehand they'll release the schedule for the next months. She was there on the weekend that there was some new Winnie the Pooh pins dropping. There were 3 Pooh Bear pins, and I said to her could she pick me one up, because I couldn't like afford all 3 at that point. So I was like, can you pick one up for me? I don't care which, just surprise me. And this is the one she got for me. It's like, I think he's meant to be like a little pirate or something, but he is so cute. I never seem to be in the parks for new pin drop releases, so I was very happy that she was able to get this for me. That's just everything I wanted to show you. Now I'm gonna go downstairs and have dinner, and then I think I'll have a bubble bath. As for tomorrow, my actual birthday, don't know if I already said this, but I have to work in the morning. I know. So when I was at school, my birthday always fell during half term. So I never went to school on my birthday. I never went to college on my birthday. And up until now, I've never worked my birthday because I've always been smart enough to book it off in time. But because I've had so much going on this year, it just slipped my mind. I just completely forgot about it. And then I put in my leave request in August. So I gave like 2 months notice. And I was like, fingers crossed it's okay, but some people slipped in there before me because, as I said, my birthday is in half term. Understandably, other people at my workplace wanted the time off to spend it with their kids. Other people wanted, you know, to go on holiday because it's half term. So you snooze, you lose, and I lost. But my manager did say she felt bad for me because everyone always has their birthdays off. I'd said I've literally never done anything on my birthday, and you know, 26 years, I have to start something. So she felt a bit bad for me. So she literally wiggled what she could, but it was quite hard to find cover for me. So the deal is I'm coming in at 9 AM and literally my schedule says 9 till ? She says it'll be 2 at the very latest. Worst case scenario, I'll be leaving at 2 o'clock. But she says she's going to try and get me out the door as early as possible. So basically I'm going in to open up the shop, do the morning, and then cover people's lunches and then go home. So worst case scenario, I'll be coming home at 2 o'clock. Hopefully I'll be coming home earlier than that, so then I get the afternoon off to enjoy my birthday. So I think I'll save like presents and things like that till when I'm home. But I hope you enjoyed coming to Jimmy's farm with us today, and I will see you tomorrow for my actual birthday. 26, that's crazy. Just arrived at work. It's 5 to 9, so I'm gonna go in, and my manager said I'll be here no later than 2, so we'll see how long I'm here till. The plan is we're gonna go out to Bury this afternoon to a cafe that I saw on TikTok, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be like a London based cafe, but no, it's in Bury's in Edmonds, and it's Pink Cafe. They do like cute hot chocolates, waffles, crepes, my sort of vibe. I got this in Asda last night because I was going to wear my birthday badge today, but my badge says it's my birthday Tori, and I just don't really like customers knowing my name. I found this at my old job where we had to wear name badges, and I just didn't like it. It's like, if I don't know your name, you shouldn't know mine. It's just a thing I have. So I got this instead, and this will go with my outfit for tonight. But yes, just arrived at work, gonna go head in. We'll see how long I'm here for and then we'll go have some waffles. Alright, I'm finished. 1:30, so 4.5 hours. Not too bad. But my manager got me a cake. There was 3 of us working today, so we all had a slice. And there's a slice left for me. I'm all cake at the moment. It was Salah's birthday, so we had a cake for that. Then it was our wedding, so we had a cake for that. And that's my birthday. I'm just made up a cake at the minute, but you know, can't complain. They also got me a card, but I've just put that straight in my bag. It's just absolutely started hammering it down. So I'm gonna go home, get changed, warm up because it wasn't the warmest there, but it's quite nice. My manager set up a nice little job for me to do, something she knows I'd enjoy. I was on the till, so something you know to do in between customers. She knows I'm a crafty person, so she had me making up little Christmas like gifty packs. We'd done them for Halloween and they went really well, so I was doing some Christmas ones for them because she knows I like doing that sort of thing. So she was like, cake and a job that you will enjoy. Make the most of having to work on my birthday. So let's go home and warm up a bit. I'm gonna have a hot drink before we go out. Salah and my mum are at home. My dad went off to work at 6 AM this morning. I don't know what time he's finishing, so depending on if he's at home or not will depend on whether we do presents now or do presents after we've been to Bury. But yeah, let's go home. Let's go home from work. Okay, here is the official birthday OOTD. So I've still got my little birthday girl headband on. I've got my birthday badge there. This wasn't the original jumper I had on. I got changed immediately when I got home from work. I had some noodles and then I spilled the noodle juice down my jumper. So now we've got this one. It's just got Winnie the Pooh on the front, and then the back's got a map of the 100 Acre Woods. I got this skirt from Asda yesterday with pink tights, cowgirl boots, and a little Pooh lounge fly, obviously. my 26th birthday. Thank you so much for spending the past couple of days with me. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been a rainy couple of days, but that's what you get for having a birthday at the end of October. But you know, I still got to go to Jimmy's farm. I got to see the new tiger. We didn't see the lions, but I think next time I go, I'm gonna have to be more on the ball and go check up the time for when the lion talk is, because whenever there's gonna be a keeper talk, you can basically guarantee the animal's going to be there because the keepers are probably going to have food. But I got to see the new tiger, I got to see Diogo, and I got to see the polar bears. If you hadn't guessed, Diogo is my favourite animal there, and I just love seeing the polar bears. I just love bears, and I love big cats. So we had a pretty successful day, and then today, obviously, I had work in the morning. But you know, that means I get to earn spending money for, I'm going to London on Saturday, so you know, earn my spending money. And then we go to the Waffle place. My first ever time being there, and I'll definitely go back. It was absolutely, all three of us cleaned our plates. It was so good. And then we came home, opened my presents, and then Salah cooked me aubergine fries, which is one of my favourite things that he cooks. We were still quite full up from our waffles, so we didn't want like a full dinner, so he just did me some quick fries and he made himself some noodles. And that's another birthday done for another year. I am now about to film what I got for my birthday. That'll be the next video you see on the channel. I believe this video is going up on a Friday, so my birthday haul will be coming up on Monday. So I hope you'll come back and watch that. I hope you've enjoyed spending my birthday with me. I've definitely enjoyed taking you guys along with me. If you'd like to see more from what, do click subscribe down below, and while you're down there, don't forget to ding the notification bell, you might as well. You're already down there, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye!